Okay, so I see another question is, what is the most difficult part about teaching? And then there's, how do you teach if you don't speak Korean? Um, I guess the first thing that everyone will tell you is to speak slowly. Um, a lot of the kids in fifth and sixth grade have like a grasp on the English language, not a very good one, but if you speak slowly, there's usually a co-teacher in the room who, if you're lucky, they'll be pretty good at English. But lots of hand motions, gestures, PowerPoint games, listening and repeating phrases. Students tend to pick up on it pretty quickly. But as far as what's really difficult about it, would be having kids that are just really different English levels. I have a middle school class where one of my students, he's Korean, but he grew up in New Zealand. He speaks English fluently. I also have a middle schooler who doesn't know the ABCs, and that's really uncommon for students that age. So working with them in a classroom is pretty difficult. I try to get the fluent student to help out, but he is very bored by English, as you can imagine, so classroom morale is always an issue. I also, because I teach in a more rural area, my schools are very small. My biggest classroom I think is 15, but that was maybe one of my schools has a 15 student classroom. Most of my classrooms are about 4 to 8 students, usually somewhere around 6. And for that, it's a little bit difficult because a lot of the books and the lesson plans we get are based they're made for classes that are about like 20 to 30 students, which will be more common if you're in a city like Gwangju or Jeonju or Seoul or Daegu. But just trying to keep 4 students who don't really want to learn English motivated is probably the hardest part about teaching.